Hey everybody, this is Marty back with a review of the RDP or Retro Duo Portable gaming system here. And Retro Duo puts out a line of devices that really capitalizes on the kind of interest by gamers to go back in time and play on other, some of the games they had from when they were kids, or lets them relive a little bit of that nostalgia by allowing them to go back and play these games. And so this particular device allows you to play this. For most of you recognize this if you're a video game aficionado, as it were. This is a Super Nintendo or SNES game from the Super Nintendo system. And before this was the original Nintendo gaming system, which as many of you know, was kind of took the industry by storm and made video game console gaming cool with the old 8-bit and 16-bit games. But anyway, back to the Retro Duo. I'm going to describe the device in a minute and talk a little bit about its features and functionalities today, and then show you some of the pros and cons of this unit produced by the folks at RetroBit. Anyway, here you go. Right here is a volume control. There's a select, a start button, a directional button here, the A, B, and X and Y buttons, all familiar to gamers who've held Nintendo controllers or other controllers throughout their gaming experience, as well as a left and right trigger buttons here and here. This is where you turn the power on the left side here of the controller, and then there's a DC in port for the plug that ships with it. So it's got a rechargeable battery in it, which was pretty good. I played it to its through its life. It was about 5.5 hours for me, but then I just recharged it with this handy dandy wall plug-in charger, and everything's fine. Got another 5 hours out of it. So let's talk a little bit about some of the other areas. It's got an AV out jack here, and also doubles as a headphone jack, or vice versa. And that's so that you can hook this thing up to a monitor or TV set and play your games while you're jacked into a bigger screen. Also, while you're doing that, while you're jacked into that bigger screen, you might want to plug in this little device, which also ships with the Retro Duo handheld here. And this is the controller input, right? So if I can get this hooked in right, and I did, this controller allows you to plug in old school SNES controllers right here. So Super Nintendo, if you want to play a two-player game, then you just switch this thing on and you hook it up here, and if you've got your AV outputs to a monitor or TV, you're in business. This is great. Great little item that ships with the device. And so probably wondering what this thing is here, this big black thing that's sitting here. This is an adapter, and I haven't even opened it yet, so I won't be able to tell you if how I tested out the original Nintendo cartridges, but I can tell you how I tested out the Super Nintendo cartridges. But anyway, this device fits right in here, and yes, it's big and it's large, but then this allows you to go ahead and insert the original Nintendo game cartridges from the original NES game system, and you can play those as well. So it's two types of cartridges you can play in here, the original and of course the Super Nintendo. Just a little old school, you got to blow on the connectors here once in a while, but I'm going to plug in this NBA Jam. Sits nicely in there, turn it on, and hopefully it boots up, which it did. And so in a minute or two, we'll kind of show you how the screen is in terms of, and it's got a plastic film over here. I haven't even taken that off, but I'll just remove it now for purposes of this video. You're all welcome for that, because I like to keep it minty fresh. But here we go. This is the NBA Jam game. One was really popular, not the tournament edition, but the original, which is very cool. And in honor of the NBA Finals just ending and LeBron getting his second championship here, we'll demonstrate a little NBA Jam action right here on the Retro Duo Portable. Alright, so the first thing you have to do is kind of pick a team, and this is before Miami was around. I guess we go with the Orlando, well, no, wait a minute, Miami was around. There's the Heat, and then we'll go with San Antonio, old school, right? Anyway, I didn't pick Miami. I ended up picking Mr. Robinson and the San Antonio Spurs. But anyway, the game should just boot right up here, and if it doesn't, then we got a problem with the cartridge. And I think that's what happened. I'll have to edit that part out. But we'll get back to this. So here we go. We selected Miami there, and they're up against the Pacers. But I just kind of wanted to show you some of the action on the screen here as it plays out. So there you kind of get a feel for what the resolution's like, and it's pretty good. It's not bad. You know, not bad. Now, here at different angles, you can see the different viewing angles here. So. You know, it's not bad unless you get to an extreme angle. This seems to be the worst when it's tilted forward, but pretty good viewing and sightline to the system. So here's the one drawback, I think, among a couple of the Retro Duo. It's the sound. So as you can tell, the sound is not very good. Get you a little closer to the action. You can see I'm just kind of putting up bricks right now, just messing around, but as you can see, the sound is not very good, so that's one of the drawbacks. And this contrast button, I don't think it serves a lot of good. It kind of has like 4 settings. This kind of goes dark to light, and so why you'd want to have it on any setting but the brightest is beyond me. But that's the NBA Jam game, the original Super Nintendo NBA Jam game in the Retro Duo RetroBit device. I want to say that another one of the drawbacks is kind of the connections are a little flimsy. You know, there's just plastic around here, and they just kind of feel a little bit loose, but not a huge complaint on that. Just primarily the drawback of this system is the speakers. But for $65, which I think you can get this on the street for, you're getting this adapter, you get the device itself, you get a charger, you get this thing here that allows you to hook up those extra controllers as I mentioned, and then you got this AVI output so you can jack into your monitor or TV. So in the end, for the money you're spending, it's a pretty good deal. Still, I'd like to see the sound really improved to make this a really solid unit and probably a good seller for people who are into retro gaming. The overall feel of this device is very solid though, and good. If you've got small to medium to large hands, I think you'll be okay with this. Maybe if you have really large hands, maybe not so much, or really tiny hands. But I think for normal folks, this is a good feel in terms of a device. Well, that's about it on the Retro Duo Portable. Overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, I give the system about a 7. The sound really jacks it down a few notches. Otherwise, it's a good device, good video, nice feel to it. As I said, the video is really good for this device. So anyway, thanks for watching, and stay tuned as we post more videos on these different type of retro or old school portables. Especially soon I'll be going through some of my Nintendo stuff that I collect. Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget to leave a comment and let me know what you think about the Retro Duo Portable system by RetroBit. Thanks for watching.